Hello and welcome to the FlockHosting update for April 2017. Didn't think I'd get one made. I've actually recorded two others which had issue and, well, let's just say they never got done. So here we are towards the end of the month. It has been a busy one. It has been tax season for some. It has been server migrations, server outages. It's been a busy month, as the last couple months of this year so far have been. We've just been driving through, really getting a lot of stuff done, and here we are. We're at the end of the month. We've wrapped up, going into May. It's going to be a great May. Already looking forward to it. Already praying that God is just going to do amazing things there as well. So without further just going on, as I'm still under a minute, let's get right to it. In my show notes, which I have on this magical piece of paper, migrations this past month went over without many hitches. We still have, even to this day, some people barely finding out that we made migrations. And so again, if you guys have a better way to get in touch with you guys, this is not me scolding, this is not me putting down those who have missed it. This is as much of my fault because I don't have a good communication path. Some of you guys don't monitor the blog, social media, you guys don't get the newsletter, you've unsubscribed or otherwise. So I have no easy methodology in which to let you guys know. So I've been posing that question to those of you who have come up and said, we didn't know a thing about this. How do we fix it? Let's get going. We want to get back online. I need to know a good way to communicate with people. Some people have said text messages would be fantastic. If I could send out a text, that'd be great. Send it to their phone. And that comes cost. And that's one of the things I'm looking at is how affordable would this be? And again, it's not something that would be coming up every month or 2 months, but it would be great for outages, for server changes, that type of thing, to let you guys opt in. And so I'm looking for a methodology on how to do this. So with migrations having been wrapped up and looking pretty good still, is there a better way to communicate these things to you guys? And again, I would love to hear your feedback. You guys can post a comment. You guys can send me an email at Chuck@FlockHosting. Check the communicate page. It's got tons of stuff. If I can get in touch with me, let me know what you think, and we can get you guys squared away. Next, outages. We've had some this month. It has been rough. I've talked with the server company. They have assured me that there was power issues that could not be avoided. There was network issues that were attacks, and you know what? We're giving things the benefit of the doubt right now. I don't want to take and keep every time a server company that we work with and we have our hardware with, I don't want to keep having every single 5 minutes that something happens, we just pack up and leave, because at some point we're going to make mistakes. There's going to be issues, and I don't want churches to have to suffer. I don't want companies and businesses to have to suffer. And in this case, it was both church hosting, and it's not to be a reflection of church hosting not being important. It's simply a matter of, just as the company I've been talking with, horrible timing. And so hopefully, as things have looked right now, we've done some upgrades to the servers, increased some memory, increased some disk space. Things are looking fantastic, running smoothly. Some new things installed, which we'll go over here in just a little bit. But it's running great. Things are running smoothly. So again, I apologize for outages, and hopefully we can make them very much a thing of the past. FlockHosting.com. There is a new version still in the works. This week I am really going to grind hard as we are celebrating 15 years. I really want to take and get a new site online if possible by a month's end. I am not going to stress it if I don't. I want to have it at the very least before the end of May, going into June and July. I want to have the summer months have a new site online, because summer months tend to be something that I do see an increase of people signing up, and that's because they're at home with kids, they're working on projects, they're transitioning from work, crazy work to time off. Even my wife, who is a teacher, has talked about now starting a blog, and who knows, she may become a Flock hoster as well. So again, new FlockHosting.com coming soon. Hopefully a lot of cool things added to it. Really just kind of trying to dial in the functions, features, etc. that we have here at Flock Hosting to make sure you guys know what we have that we can offer. PayPal is officially fixed. If you guys are still seeing PayPal invoices from the past that are now showing a late fee, you're getting notices from the billing system that things are horribly wrong, get in touch with me. Make sure that you have your transaction number from where you did the PayPal. I tried as much as I could to dig in, but again, I have PayPal notices for different things, and it's kind of a mess, so I can't pinpoint individual users, because that audit would take literally probably at least 3 to 4 weeks, and there's so much going on right now, I don't have the time. So if you could help me out and help me resolve these invoices, I'm going to probably do a late invoice check middle of next month as a big audit. And if I find you in there, I will. But if you could help me, come to me sooner with it, that we can get these knocked down, get them out of the way. But future transactions, even subscriptions now, should work flawlessly. No problems, no pain, just running smoothly once again. Software, I mentioned. There is a new software system built in called Cachewall. Take a look at it. It is improved server performance greatly because it's helping to cut down on PHP regenerating certain pages within like WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, WooCommerce, you name all these different front ends which do a lot of communication between PHP and a database. And with this new software, it is configurable by you. You'll notice it as an icon within your cPanel login. And what it will do is you can actually put it in development mode to where you can do it temporarily. You can build out your site, make changes, make fixes. But if it's not and it's enabled, it'll actually create a cache of your site, which will improve your site's performance overall. And so far, I've had people who have tracked it down and said, whoa, what is this? And it's been a benefit to you guys. And some of you guys have found where it's not, and we've been able to disable it, which you can do direct from cPanel. There's some other things like the web builder, which has been one of those things that people have asked for. And while we were testing this new one, I said, I wonder if anyone's going to use it. SiteMush started getting used by a couple people here and there. The company was beta testing it, so it was free. I thought, this is great, we can transition. And then they didn't tell me that they had gone to needing to pay now. And so things expired. And I didn't think anything of it because I didn't really know until a handful of people started saying, why can't I access SiteMush? Why can't I manage my site anymore? Did I do something wrong? What's going on? How do we relicense this? What do we do? And thus, SiteMush is now available across all servers to all customers, not just church hosting, not just paid hosting, everyone. And so it's a great add-on. It's a great platform. It kind of mimics other commercial products that I won't name as their competition, but it offers some really great functionality, some great site looks and themes that are easy to build, easy to lay out. And again, for some people who are saying WordPress is too much and things like Weebly was too much, this is a good middle of the road. It's got some great features. It's not as robust as Weebly was on the other side, but more customers have been saying that it was easier for them to use this than to use Weebly. So I'm glad we have found a solution. So if you have not and you are in the need of something to build your site out other than WordPress or any of the other Softoculus based installs you can do, check out it. It should be SiteMush in your cPanel login. Check it out. It's fantastic. 15 years I mentioned earlier, and this is the 15th year that FlockHosting has been around. I have been doing this type of industry for well over 2 decades now. It has been a wild ride. I've been doing this since I was in my parents' house with my brother, and we were building out websites for people and finding out things like, you mentioned a site on Oprah, apparently that takes a web server down. So we've seen a lot of iterations of the technologies. We've seen things grow. For the life of me being in this business, it's been an amazing thing to provide solutions for people, and that's one of the things that just, again, I really feel God has called me to do, is provide solutions when and where I can. And this is one area that I know technology, I know the web, I know these things. And so it's been a blessing to provide 15 years of service, in some cases to some of you. Some of you guys have been around for 15 years of FlockHosting, and to that I say thank you. As we are at the beginning of the week, the last full week of April, I do want to take and have a couple little giveaways, a couple little prizes. And some of these, instead of having to enter, you just have to be a FlockHosting customer. And I'm going to take and have a couple different little things here and there. I'm going to put together some prizes, some giveaways of hosting. There's even going to be a Founders Club offer as well, the same old offer of $200. I still have about 3 spots, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check that. It'll be, the official number will be in the show notes. But that will be there. It will have some, I think I'm going to do a Google Home as well as a Amazon Alexa. So there is going to be some cool prizes to give away of actual tangible goods, probably some Starbucks gift cards, a few little odds and ends and stuff, just to really kind of celebrate, hey, I made one of these videos 10 years ago, and it's 5 years ago, and here we are 5 years ago, and we're now 5 years forward, and we're 15 years old versus 10. And so again, I love celebrating with you guys. I love finding a way to say thank you to you guys. Some of you guys in previous ones have, you know, giveaways and contests and everything that we do, have won some netbooks and software and all different things. And so some great things coming. Stay tuned. If you don't watch it, again, this is going to go out in the newsletter. This will be on the YouTube channel. And again, if I can find a better way to communicate with you guys, some of this cool stuff is happening, I definitely will. Smoke signals, check the skyline. I'm that desperate to be able to communicate clearly with you guys. But that is the last big light item. The final one, as something we're moving into for this 2017 year, is something that people have asked for a long time. That's where I want us to end this video, is that people have asked for a long time for a phone number. They're like, Chuck, I want to call, I want to have communication. You know, I want to, or people who don't know that Chuck is the company. They will call, they'll email and say, I would like to speak with someone in the company about my website. I'm not big on providing a phone number for that because that's the problem. People will ring it at all hours of the night. I have a child. I have a wife who works early in the morning. I have a lot that, that would interfere with it. I can't have a phone ringing off the hook as I'm trying to balance everything else. So to that end, on the communicate page, you'll notice there's a new link. And through this new link, you can take and schedule time with me. And so what you can do is if you log on to the FlockHosting.com/communicate, there is a link to schedule a meeting. What this allows for is I have some 15 minutes, some 30 minute. I have some ones for billing support. I'm going to probably fine tune these over time, but they allow a certain number of meetings to be scheduled in a day. They allow a certain amount of time has to be allowed so that I can make sure that I can make it, because while I leave blocks open, if something's changed, a sick kid, or I need to run across town for an errand, or a server outage, etc., I can't always make meetings. So again, please bear in mind this is my best effort to try to make sure, but it gives a 6-hour window that I have to be able to say yes, and everything is done over online. You can do it like this. You can actually log in and use the software called Zoom, which is going to be a link if you sign up, and you'll be able to communicate with me over a video if you want. It's not mandatory. Some of you guys, again, you just want a phone call. You want a voice to hear, not this face to look at. And that is also possible as well. There'll be a toll-free number you can call into, or you can utilize the software that is actually built into this client, and you can chat through it over your computer if you have a microphone. But if you just, again, want to call, there will be a toll-free number where you can dial in. You'll put in a meeting number and PIN, and you'll be connected to me, and we'll be able to chit-chat, talk about things, help you out, get you set up in a direction that would be a benefit to you. And the great thing is we can carry over to the new FlockHosting.com. This is going to be actually added to my email signature as well, to make sure you guys know there is an easy way to schedule time with me to make sure that we're communicating, we know what's going on back and forth, and I can be a blessing to you guys and provide solutions in so many more ways for 15 more years to come. So again, I thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Again, I'm sorry for the late video, but again, this was a busy month. It has continued to be a busy month, and after I finish hitting this, I'm going to edit this very quickly, and we're going to go. But there'll be some odds and ends. I'm going to try to add some video to this to show you guys some of the things. I'm, again, not going to try to make this insanely too fancy. I may not even do what I just said, but I'm going to try to get this out today, get this posted for you, and then hopefully by Wednesday have some information up on the goodies that are going to be given away. Hope you guys are having a blessed 2017. Until next month, have a good one.